This is really the Fighter and the Kid.
Come on, baby. We just hit the pavement hot.
Well, hold on. Before we get into that, because we had a podcast, right? We had a podcast. How's your weekend, pal?
My weekend was very uneventful, Brendan.
Family's out of town?
I did the improv last night. David Lucas' show, had a lot of fun.
That's my boy.
Love him.
I think he moved back to LA. He left Austin.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
He looks great too. He looks like he just looks great, and he's a great guy.
Fishing, killing a lot of fish, doing his thing.
Yeah,
offending a lot of people. That's David Lucas in a nutshell. He's the best.
I love it. And then I spend time with my children. That's always fun. My older children, my son and I, my daughter.
Oh, you're with the other kids.
Yeah. And because my family right now is in Florida. My other family. So 2 families, Brendan, 2 families. 9, 10, 20 dependents. 20 dependents. Got to make money. Okay, here's the thing.
Daddy has to be on the road.
All good. I'm on the road. Everything else too.
Time to get this bread.
Yeah. Just don't relax. That's all. You got. I'm 75. I might be able to take a breather. Right now I'm on a hamster wheel. It's all good, and we're gonna be fine.
There's so many comics crushing at 75.
Oh yeah, dude. I mean, the one thing about it is people. Old people. Anyway, that's right. That's my joke. Every time I hear young people go, "I want to change the world," I'm like, "That's code for I want to kill old people."
Yes.
Anybody over 50 has to die.
Yep.
So, and then I had some time off during the evening. I'm surprised I didn't call you because I didn't have much to do.
Really? I'm surprised you didn't. I usually get a text and I'm like, what's going on Saturday afternoon? I'm like, what?
Yeah. I went for a walk. Don't give me downtime.
Sometimes it's nice though.
Yeah, it's nice. Yeah.
I was swamped. My dad was in town. We had people over for the fights.
Oh, that's good.
I was cooking.
Yeah.
It was a lot.
I watched the fights with
What'd you do for the fights? Oh, your neighbors?
Yeah, my neighbors were great. That was fun.
You went over there and watched it?
No, I bought it.
You bought it.
And that was interesting. What
did you think of the fights? Overall, like I call UFC 302. We get it. Yeah. The main event though.
Main event.
That's all, it's like the rest of the card was so boring.
I like Kevin Holland's armbar.
Fantastic.
Fantastic.
That was a minute 20 of the card, and you're like, all right, well, then all decisions.
Yes. The Nico Price Morano fight, to me, very, very boring. That's okay. Morano had 2 weeks' notice. Morano's a good example of never judge a book by its cover. Don't pick a fight with a guy when his shirt's off. If he looks like your gardener, he could be, Morano and piece you the fuck up.
Yeah, you don't want to, he's tough.
No. You don't want to mess with him. But I mean, when you look at a guy like that, you look at his body and you're like, wow, that's interesting. You're a mini Cain Velasquez, and we know how good Cain Velasquez was.
In his prime, I think greatest heavyweight to ever live.
I would agree with that 100%. 100%. I mean, he was just. But every time I see his body across the ring, I'd be like, oh, damn, that body.
You're gonna beat the shit out of this guy.
And then just never got tired. Yeah.
So give me co-main event.
So. Okay,
Strickland,
you want me to get into it?
Paulo Costa.
You want me to get into it?
First of all, how'd you score it? Just make sure you're not in cahoots with that terrible
Strickland.
judge.
Strickland won. I don't care.
Shut out 5-0.
Yeah, 100%. Well, and Strickland won because Paulo Costa decided. Paulo Costa has never been the same fighter after he got humiliated by
knocked down by Izzy and humped.
He never has been the same.
He
fighter.
got humped.
He got gun shy. I don't know what happened. He stopped fighting. What he used to get in there and start throwing like it was a bare knuckle brawl and got in your face. He was so hard to fucking deal with.
Even remember Yoel Romero?
Correct.
Yeah.
Like I mean, just a nightmare.
Those days are done though.
Those days are done.
Everyone always gives him that. Even in our group text with Ro, everyone's like, dude, but if he brings that same tenacity when he fought Yoel, I'm like,
but if
you're talking, I'm sorry, you're talking 5 years ago?
This is the thing that really drove me crazy about that fight. It drove me crazy about that fight, where I was like, dude, I mean, our boy Strickland is standing in front of you with his legs essentially locked. And I know he's throwing. Great. He's throwing bones. Can you just dive at his ankles, dive into a double leg, dive into a single leg, do anything, drop level, and just grab him around the legs, bring him to the ground? You're a black belt in jiu-jitsu. You have, what's his name? Henry Cejudo's coach, who wrestled at ASU.
Baracine?
Yeah, he's there. He was quiet. I was waiting for him to be like, hey, dude, shoot a double. Just shoot a blast double.
Was it
drop level? Do anything. Just grab him.
It's always, and I get it. And as far as technical wise and game plan wise, if you're fighting Strickland, I guess if you think you have an advantage, take him down.
Yeah,
but it's just not what he does. And it's also like when you watch Justin Gaethje, it drives me nuts when people are like, I don't get why he doesn't shoot a double. I'm like, he doesn't do it. Stop asking.
But you have to be able to adjust in a fight. If you don't adjust in a fight like the way then you're going to lose. And then guess this. So then I'm watching him and I hear his coach, his corner say, follow it up with the right hand. I don't know what you're talking about. I have no idea what he's saying. And then because
he was throwing, he was having success when he stood his ground and threw more than one punch.
Right.
He kept throwing single punches,
right,
which is never going to work against Strickland. So his coach going, follow it up with the right. You can't just throw one. It's not working. Yeah. But the biggest,
did you see the third round where he's?
I saw all of it. I'm with. Let me get to your point there. I'm with you as far as like, let's say you don't know Paulo Costa, you don't know anything. You're like, well, why isn't he shooting? Why didn't you take him down? You got to realize Paulo Costa's biggest liability is his cardio. You saw it in Salt Lake City, Utah. There is nothing more tiring than shooting a shot, even if you
getting into a wrestling match.
Well, there's nothing more tiring.
Yeah.
There's a reason why Justin Gaethje doesn't. There's a reason why a lot of guys don't do it. So for Paulo Costa, you're going, yeah, but you can wrestle. He's going, my cardio. So number one for him, number one worry is cardio. So you ask him to wrestle, it's just going to bring his tank down. It's not happening. And Strickland is very tough to submit.
Yeah, he is.
Very tough.
It's such a mystery to me.
And then when you get back up, now your tank's half full. Oh, and Strickland gets better, and he's going to keep coming. Yeah. So now you have less time to work on your game plan.
I mean, I guess run marathons. I go to the Diaz camp and do triathlons. I don't know.
No. There's nothing. No, you have to do what got you to the dance. You have to do what your set of skills. Whether you become champion or not,
press the action.
You got to caution to the wind.
Yeah.
If he, like his coach, if before the fight, if his coach went, what's the game plan? He goes, stay on my back foot, don't draw a line, just let him keep backing me up. Hopefully I land a knockout shot. I went, oh, that's never going to work. You're losing the decision.
You're fighting his
It should have been like, hey, I know they made this 5 rounds for no reason, but to please Strickland, we don't have 5. You have a round and a half. I want balls to the wall, land some other. We're going to lose this no matter what.
Yes.
If you don't do that, you got to do. That's our only chance of winning.
4th round, I think it was. He's in a Michael Venom Page side stance.
Tired.
And I'm like, what the fuck is going on now? What is this? You're throwing jabs. What are we doing here?
Tired.
Oh, drove me crazy.
And then anyone who
I think he's done. I hate saying that about somebody. I think
he's such a character. And he's exciting.
I don't like
when
saying
you don't
he's
match
done.
him
What
up.
I'm saying
he's
is
not
that
done.
he's got to figure out what's going on in his head.
He also fights once a year, bud. That's why you were telling me Paulo Costa. I'm like, you're talking about a guy that there's something going on there. A guy that's not that active, and another guy when he took a complete year off. Yeah. Like, do you actually love it? Because Strickland will fight every Saturday. That's who you're fighting.
Right. That's right.
And so he's sparring Monday through Friday, 7 guys a day, and he will do this whether you're watching or not. Will you do the same?
Paulo Costa has never been the same since Izzy Adesanya.
Which is all good.
It's fine.
He can still win fights. He's just not going to beat those top guys.
Yeah, that took something.
He can still have a great career, and he's funny on social media. He's a character. He looks great.
I like him.
I like him too. He gets endorsements. That's fine. But that's how this goes. You're never going to be the top guy.
No.
Which is all good. People make a great living doing it.
Yeah,
but that's what it is.
A lot of it might be fight IQ, your ability to adjust, your ability to change, your ability to try something new.
It's also, but you got to realize,
learn new things.
It's also skill set. Yeah. At his age, like this is the best chance he has to win. We're not wrestling. We're not becoming wrestlers all of a sudden when we're fucking co-main event on this huge card. Like you got to remember, if it's not in their skill set, it's never happening.
He should go back and watch that Yoel Romero fight and just do that. And it's just like, I know that's a big thing, but.
You ask him for a lot, but anybody who's upset at Strickland, like dude, Strickland's gonna strict. He doesn't. He's never been a knockout artist. No. He's never been a submission guy. He doesn't get finishes.
Doesn't get hit.
He fucking melts your face with cardio and volume.
Yeah,
it's up to you to figure that out.
Yeah,
and not many people have figured that out.
It takes very little damage. I love it the way he fights.
It's great. I find it fascinating.
Me too. Love the way he fights.
What did you guys think about what he said after the fight? That like I was a company man. I fought a number 7th guy. Now I want my shot.
Not happening.
No?
Not happening.
Why?
Khamzat is getting the next title shot.
And I'm personally very happy about that.
But that's only if he beats Whitaker. That's a big if. And we're doing Fight Pain on June 22nd on Rogan for that. That's on ABC. So the issue is the UFC predicates. It would be better if Strickland fought the number 20 guy and starched him in 1 minute than to fight the number 3 guy and it's a boring decision. You're going to get more of a title shot if they can sell the knockout, beating a well-known guy, whether you beat the number 2 or number 3 guy.
Really?
They give that priority. They give finishes priority. So there's just, I think he deserves it. I think he's the number one middleweight in the world. And I thought he beat Dricus. I think he deserves it, but the UFC's just, they're not going to allow it. The best thing that can happen to him is he's going to have to fight before. Because Hamzat's going to fight Whitaker. Let's say he beats Whitaker, big if. But let's say he beats Whitaker, then he needs Hamzat to beat DDP and then Strickland fight Hamzat. But he's going to have to fight somewhere in between there.
Who's he going to fight?
Who?
Strickland. Who would he fight?
It's tough.
Bring up the 85ers.
Let's take a little break, B, because, dude, this weekend my father was in town. We get sent stuff all the time, and we got sent some stuff, dude. We got sent stuff from Greatness Wins Athletic Clothing. They sent me shorts, T-shirts. I was wearing the shorts all weekend. They sent 2 pairs. Next thing you know, I see Papa Schaub wearing them. Next thing you know, Papa Schaub left town with them. That's how good they are. I wore them all weekend.
Stolen from you. When your own father steals from his child,
that's how great they are.
That they're making some good athletic gear.
But I text him with, Happy Father's Day. Keep them.
I heard this Greatness Wins is the brightest minds in sports and fashion join forces. So you got the guy from Untuck It, and then you got Derek Jeter. And
wow. DJ's involved?
That's correct.
The greatest shortstop of all time? Say less. Greatness Wins combines high-performance functionality with modern style fits. Wow. I dig it, dude.
Yep. There's a sport fit technology, okay? Provides a consistent fit and an exceptional feel, made from premium, long-lasting fabrics. All right?
I'm telling you, all of it was great. You know how we get sent stuff and you're like, oh, God. But this stuff, I was rocking literally all weekend. Wore it to the gym this morning.
Yep.
Wore the shorts all weekend, barbecuing nonstop. Greatness Wins collection is curated and tested by the world's greatest competitors, meeting the highest standard for quality, construction, and endurance. So whether you're pumping iron like your boy out for a morning run, also like your boy, or hitting the links, that's like Casey. Links
I'm a little pissed
golf.
right now because I was supposed to get a box and I haven't got my box yet. So I need my box.
Yeah, you do, man. Greatness Wins provides the support and comfort you deserve. So if you're ready for greatness, some of the best clothes you can rock, all you got to do is go to greatnesswins.com right now. Use the code FIGHTER. You get 25% off your first order. Greatness Wins, where the demand of sport meets science of fit. Check them out right now. That's greatnesswins.com, code FIGHTER.
I like it. So, well, Izzy's still
Izzy's
hiding. He's not
hiding.
I don't mean hiding.
Yeah,
he's just
easy, bud.
He's taking a minute.
Jared Cannonier has a fight.
Ooh.
But he's fought him. He's fought Vittori.
Yeah.
Brendan Allen could be an interesting one.
Did he beat Cannonier and Vittori?
A controversial decision in Cannonier. He took on short notice. He beat Vittori.
Yeah.
Right, Jen?
You talking about who? Right now,
Stickland.
Strickland?
Izzy beat Vittori. Izzy beat Cannonier. But Izzy is going to fight DDP.
Izzy's going to fight.
They wouldn't do a rematch there.
Lost decision split.
Yeah, he lost to... He hasn't fought Vittori, but Vittori's fighting.
Yeah. I don't know who he fights.
He beat Brendan Allen back in the day.
Yeah, I don't see anybody
He's
there.
going to do that.
That's interesting.
He just has to
Maybe
wait.
he waits, sits in the cut.
But also, guys get hurt. Like, he should be ready to go for that June 22nd card. Because
I feel like
someone
he's
gets
always
hurt.
ready to go.
Oh, yeah. He's short notice call. I don't know what you do with him, but I don't think they're going to give him a straight. It's tough to ask for the title shot there. Yeah. He deserves it, but knowing the UFC, I don't know. And what did you think of the main event?
Again, Dustin Poirier, who continues to get better, but I think Dustin wasn't as active with his hands because he knew he was going to get taken down. He knew he'd be put on his back. I think that my feeling is
his
that
takedown
Dustin,
offense was good,
like almost all, very good. My feeling is keeping it in the middle of the ring. That was very smart. He did everything he could do. I think he just gasped when he got caught in that fucking that Darce. I think he just.
I don't think he gassed. I think that's Makhachev's literally his signature.
Yeah, I was going to say, Makhachev gets you in. If he gets you in a Darce and captures your leg like that,
it's world class.
You're just
going that whole transition, world class. I don't think he gassed. I think Dustin could have got up and fought, but that choke is world class. Yeah.
Yeah, and look, he almost did it, and did a great job. And
did he though? What do you mean almost? Explain almost.
I meant he almost lasted. He almost went the distance.
No, you know what you did, and I did the same thing. You know what he did?
Yeah.
He did better than we thought. That's what you mean.
That's what I mean.
Because just to be, and I love Dustin. Dear friend, I fucking love Dustin. But he is older. He's not in his prime. Yeah. We thought he was going to get absolutely annihilated. He actually put on a pretty good fight, take down the fence better than we thought.
Great fight. Yeah.
And after a complete bore fest of a card, he had the best fight of the night. He put up a better fight than we thought. It doesn't mean he won the fight. No. It just means he did better than we thought.
And I would say that the one thing I've not really reflected on and dilated on is Islam Makhachev's striking is much better than people think.
Way better.
It's way better than people think.
He outstruck Dustin Poirier.
I was surprised that Islam wasn't able to capitalize when he had Dustin's back twice. And if that had been, I know this is a big thing, but it's almost like bring Gary Tonin into your fucking camp. And if Gary Tonin gets your back or Gordon Ryan, you're 100% tapping, which is the two of the best guys to do it. But I mean, Damian Maia.
Yeah, it's tough. You got to remember, Dustin's a very decorated black belt on the ground.
Very
and then you have
so.
MMA gloves on. It's tough, man.
Yeah,
it's super tough to get.
But
to get a rear neck choke this day and age, especially when that early, is tough. Fuck yeah. Guys' defense are so good.
Yeah.
Especially Dustin, who's a black belt.
And he probably spent a whole lot of time.
Spent all the time.
All the time.
And there's only a few ways you can get a rear naked choke. I thought he could have transitioned an arm bar early on, but he didn't want to risk it.
Right.
He was just dominating him on the ground.
Yeah. He pulled an old school switch, which was amazing on Makhachev. I was like, that's a fucking old school switch. And he did a great job. He did a phenomenal. Look, I mean,
do you want to see Dustin fight again?
World class. I want to see Dustin make all the money in the world because I love him.
What if he? So
here's what I want. You want to know what I want?
He's already financially good. Financially, he's good. He says he doesn't have to fight anymore.
Okay.
So take that in consideration.
That's incredible. Here's what I want. Everybody says they're financially good until they're not. I want more money. Here's what here's what I would say.
Now hold on, before you want more money, you want to camp. Remember, he has a baby girl, and there's not a more selfish sport in the world than fighting. Maybe stand up. There's not a more selfish sport in the world than stand up.
People don't realize.
So that means not raising your girl, not being around your family. Carry on.
Please also understand.
And he's been doing it since he was 17.
Please understand also that he probably tore his ACL, I think, in that fight. Yeah. And to your point, every time, and he says it, every time I get in there, I leave a piece of myself in there. And you've got to really make that decision, okay? But having said all that,
you're a piece of shit.
Having said all that, I need one more fight.
No.
And I'm going to tell you what it is.
Who?
If Conor beats our boy Michael Chandler, he's going to call out Dustin Poirier '4. He's got to score to sell it.
I don't think Conor's going to do that.
Dustin has to meet that.
I don't think.
No, you don't think so?
So remember, I gave you this idea last week because remember, this idea only works if Dustin won. So it doesn't work if you lose the title because Conor's not going to just fight for the fuck of it.
Oh, so you think Connor's going to call out
Islam?
Oof, that makes sense.
Because he wants the title. He wants the big boy numbers. So he wants all the money.
That's true.
He's not going to be like, you just lost. I'm coming for you. You know?
That's right. That's right.
If he won, the Conor fight's there. But now it's like, to Dustin's point, he even said this. He goes, I'm not fighting for belts. So if I'm not fighting for a belt, I've done everything. It's just the 50th fight of a guy. Like, who do you want him to fight? I thought maybe the one thing that get him out of bed, maybe if they did Max Holloway at 55 for BMF title.
But then again, it's like, you already beat Max and you left a piece of you in there. That's fucking really risky for you.
But outside that, I don't see anything. Like, I hope he retires.
You can see, I feel like Rogan got a little choked up too.
Yeah.
Because he realized that this great man.
Could be the last time.
Yeah. It's like, I got choked up. Like, he's a thing of beauty, man. And,
he's the best.
And if he's
hopefully he's done. Hopefully he's all set and he's done.
So you say hopefully he's done.
Yes.
My question to you is, how, like, being a father, having a kid, and being a UFC fighter, how much does that handicap you kind of going in?
Remember, I don't know. I didn't have a kid when I was fighting.
So you didn't know.
It handicaps me with think about it. I'm off the road. I can't even do stand up. It's so now it depends what kind of father you're going to be.
Yeah.
It really, you can still be a good dad and be a UFC fighter.
Yeah.
But if you're hands on, coaching your kid's team, picking up from school, it's impossible.
Yes.
Now you can do it maybe in between fights, but it's not enough. So if your kid's active and they're good at sports, you can't do both. You're gonna have to.
Did you get choked up when you saw his little girl start to cry?
Yeah, I don't like. I don't like when they bring him to the fights.
I
don't like when they bring him to the fights.
What do you think it does to the mentality of the fighter? Thinking, like, in the back of their head, do they think constantly, now I have like a baby to lose type thing?
It depends on the fighter. If they're a good human being, it makes them train harder and work smarter and work harder, and it gives them motivation. If they're a sociopath and they just have a bunch of kids and like, whatever, I'm gonna do my thing, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, Dustin doesn't seem like that though.
No, he loves
Dustin's far from that.
Yeah.
So I would assume he retires.
Dustin is. Do you know Dustin at all?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, very well.
Great guy. and funny, sense of
Great
humor,
guy.
just a real
Legend.
human being.
I mean, one of the best. Yeah, the best.
And modest, like humble. Like he'll tell you stories like he's like, first most of my relationship, we had to take things out of the cart in the supermarket because we couldn't afford it. You hear that shit. How do you not love that motherfucker? Like, how do you not love everything?
And also, if you do have
Islam
a kid,
loved him.
if you do, yeah, they're both good people. It'd be much easier, to dog on Islam if he's a bad person, but he's not.
Great person.
But with Dustin, I mean, there's a good amount of fighters that you can point to if you have children. Go be like that guy. Dustin's like the captain of that. Be like that guy. You don't need to talk shit. Just work your ass off. Let your fists do the talking. The rest will handle itself.
Yeah.
Dustin's that guy. He's one of the guys you can point to. Go be like him. It's very rare. It's rare in all sports. It's very rare.
All lost. I didn't see that.
And then for Islam, I was annoyed. Arman Tsarukyan is fucking sitting cage side. He's ranked number 1. They give him the mic. He goes, I'd like to go to 70. I was like, what the fuck is happening? No, wait, hold on. This has to be.
Didn't I tell you that was going to happen?
Why doesn't? But Arman's there looking all cute. Why don't you walk him around and then you do a face-off to build up the fight?
Because I'll tell you why. I really think this is the case.
I'll tell you why.
Number one, I said this a while back. I was like, when Leon Edwards was training at AKA, I guess, I think it was even according to Leon, but somebody said that Makhachev knew what he was doing to him in practice. Okay? So that wrestling is a nightmare for Leon or anybody. So there's no doubt that our boy Islam knows that he can take that belt. He believes he can take the belt. Okay, so it's an idea. There's a guy named not Umar but Usman Nurmagomedov, who is the cousin of, and who's considered by many people to be the best 55er. He's undefeated in, I think it's Bellator or is it PFL, and he's a monster. He's a monster wrestler, monster striker, and he is going to come into the UFC. And he wants to vacate that to make room for his teammate.
So here's why that makes no fucking sense. So let's say this guy from Bellator gets to the UFC, Khabib's cousin. You're looking at, with his style, 2-3 years before he gets to the title shot. So you think Islam's thinking, I'm just going to vacate now. Here's the thing. I don't think it's any of that. I think you're overthinking it. It's a good route.
Yeah.
I think Islam's going, listen, the day and age of the sport we're in, I need the most money possible. Arman is by far my toughest fight.
Yeah.
Nobody knows who he is.
Good way to avoid that.
Nobody knows who he
grind.
is. 70, I think I've trained with that guy. I think I beat him. I've heard things in the training room about, we can talk about off the show. I don't talk about practice on here. It's not as easy as you think it would be.
I believe it.
I heard Leon
Edwards
giving
is no fucking joke, man.
Not at all. So I don't think he's thinking it's going to be an easier fight. I think it's going to be a bigger fight. I can make more money. I can go to 70, get a title. You make more money doing that. Yeah. So I think he's just going for it's the.
Hey, Leon Edwards defended the takedown from Kamaru Usman in the second fight. He defended the takedowns. Now, granted, Colby had a broken foot, but defended those.
Still, yeah.
He is not. It's going to be a very different thing. Leon's a much bigger man than Dustin. It's not going to be like, and by the way, Islam's struggled with the takedowns for a lot of that fight with Dustin. Now, Leon is much bigger. He's got very good takedown defense, and he will kick and punch your lights out. That's not
an easy fight for
No,
Islam.
it's not.
And then after that, it's 70 is a difficult division. He won't dominate 70. I don't think he dominates 70.
Let's see who's in 70. Let me see 70. Let's talk about
this.
It's
the best division in the UFC.
It's deep. Yeah, dude. It's like Bilal Muhammad.
They won't fight.
Now Bilal and they train the same. They train together. Yeah.
Oh, there's a guy named Shavkat, though. Ever heard of him? Enjoy that. He's pretty good.
Yeah, he's pretty fucking good. He's probably seen all the looks.
There's Jack JDM. Oh, he's so good. And they're also really big.
They're big.
Sean Brady's no walk in the park. Oh, you found yourself a grappler?
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Sean Brady is
that's
fucking
cool.
a sturdy fella. There's a lot of guys wrestling wise that are going to give you the what for and gas you the fuck out, and you're not going to be stronger than they are. You're going to be as strong or less strong than those guys. There's
a lot of fun fights from him, but I do think he has a tougher time there.
Yeah. Yeah, there are a lot of guys there. There are a lot of guys there. They're going to give you some a hard time. Hey, yeah. There's certain guys.
When he said that, I'm like, what the fuck? Arman said, Kate, no one's gonna. No one's gonna bring Arman in. What are we doing? That he's ranked number 1.
Yeah.
You guys fought years ago. Both of your first fights in the UFC. Arman took that fight on a 2-week notice in the UFC gave you all the business. Yeah. And he's gotten way better.
Yeah, he's a monster.
The fuck is going on?
Arman's
when he called out
coach,
170, I'm like, what the fuck?
Arman's coach is a 2-time gold medalist. I think he's a 2-time Olympian. I mean, he's at the highest level as a wrestler too. Just a monster. I was watching Arman Tsarukyan's training camp. It's like these people are monks. They're monks. You're basically fighting a mirror image of yourself here, but shorter, which is good or bad. I don't know.
Yeah, you can't leave 55 and claim you're the king and you don't fight the number 1 guy. And in all honesty, you haven't.
Unless you're
in
smart.
all honesty, you haven't. But also, you haven't beat anybody at 55. His best win's Charles Oliveira.
Dustin submitted Dustin. Mm-hmm. Pretty good.
An older Dustin who wasn't even supposed to get the title shot. They offered to Arman and he turned it down.
Off a win. Dustin's had.
Oh, he beat the number 11 guy, and then before that, he lost 2 in a row. You want to talk about wins? Keep going though. Who's his best win? Bobby Green? Who else?
Let me bring up
His best win is Charles Oliveira.
Yeah.
Arman beat him too.
Also beat Justin, then lost to Justin, but you know.
Who?
Dustin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
So he's beat fucking
He's 35.
outstruck Conor. It's a big deal.
You're talking about Dustin.
Yeah. He's had some high profile wins when all the pressure's on.
You're talking about back in the day. I'm talking about 55 right now, bud.
Let me see here.
Talking about Dustin right now, right? Dustin?
No, there's no
Benoit
reason to pick
Saint-Denis,
Dustin.
no joke.
My point with
Benoit Saint-Denis knocked him out.
No.
Right?
Dustin,
Michael Chandler
Dustin's
knocked him
not the
out.
argument. We all know how great Dustin's resume is. The point is, the reason why it's not that great of a win, that was Dustin's last fight. The only reason he took it is because Arman turned it down and Dustin was going to retire anyways. So he took it because it was a title shot. Dustin is not in his
So bring
prime.
up Islam. Let me see Islam's record here.
So don't get me wrong. Good win. I mean, not the king.
Hold on. I'm liking what you're doing here. Beat Dustin. Beat Volkanovski.
Oh, what weight class is he at?
He said 45.
Oh, you beat a lighter guy.
Take it easy.
How'd it go the first time?
It was a.
How'd you score?
It was a dogfight.
How'd you score?
Yeah. No, it was a very close fight.
And you know and Rogan, who's seen all the fights, scored it for Alex Volkanovski, and I did too.
Yeah.
But hold on. And the second one, he knocked him out, right? That was crazy.
Yeah.
It was a 2-week notice, bitch, in the Middle East.
Yeah.
And hold on, but the whole point is, those don't count. He's not even in your fucking division. He's coming from 45. So those don't count at 55. So his last win was Dustin Poirier, who's retiring, was retired.
Yeah.
One of the greats, all good. He's 35. Then you beat a guy who weighs 145 pounds, came up in weight.
Hold on. I'm going to have to
So those are 2 wins.
I got to push back.
Hold on. Then before that, you beat Charles Oliveira. That's his best win.
Now,
so
hold on.
so the 1 star on his resume is Charles Oliveira.
Sir.
Then go before that. Go before that.
You're a little out of range. You're a little out of line right now.
Love to hear it.
You're a little out of line.
Show me his best win at
Gleason
55.
Tebow, I know is older, but is a monster. Hold on.
That's my point. You said Gleason Tebow.
Hold on. Yeah, Gleason's a monster.
Bubba.
Older.
We're talking.
He's 68.
We're talking resume here.
Hold on, please. Hold on, Bubba. Hold on.
Think how far
Arman beat a guy named Arman Tsarukyan, okay, in a unanimous decision.
It was his first fight in the UFC. He was even ranked at 55.
Drew Dober's no joke. He's got a big old jaw.
Big old jaw.
All right. Give it up to Drew Dober. Got caught in that arm triangle. Dan Hooker. All right. Kimura. Dan Hooker.
Tough character.
Legit tough character.
Tough character.
Good fight. Bobby Green.
Tough character.
Bobby Green's very hard to put your hands on.
All day.
Knocked him out with a TKO'd him.
All day.
All right. So there you
fight.
go. Charles Oliveira.
That's his best win.
In his prime.
Not
when he was the champion, dude. Charles Oliveira. Put some respect
That's his best
on
win.
his name.
That's his best win.
Well, Alexander Volkanovski twice.
He's not even a 55er.
Volk is fucking thick.
Doesn't matter. He doesn't even fight in your division. And you didn't go down and beat him. He had to come up. And the second time was on a 2-week notice. Not to mention the first time, most of the media
we all
thinks he
think
beat you.
Volk won.
Yes.
I'm pretty sure.
So
Guys,
you're the pound for pound number 1 at 55, and
the
you
first
lost at
fight, Brian.
45.
I'm not liking
Just the
where
first
this.
fight.
I don't
Just the
like where
first
this
fight.
conversation's going.
No.
Now,
Islam destroyed him afterwards.
And
the first fight.
then he beat Dustin the Diamond Poirier.
Yeah, on his way out the door.
I don't know what else you want from him.
I'm just saying, and I'm not saying he's not great. I'm saying you have a lot more work to do.
Go bring up the 55-pound weight class. Who else does the man have to fight?
Alrighty.
He's got to fight Tsarukyan. All right. Let's take a little break because I want to talk about O'Reilly Auto Parts.
I was there this weekend, dude.
I know you were.
I had to take off my grill shell on my 20-year-old Ford Lightning. I had to get some paint. The nice guy, Casey, helped me get the right paint. I need a flat black. I painted that bad boy, got it on. They helped me out with all of it. So O'Reilly's there. O'Reilly Auto Parts offers friendly, helpful service and parts knowledge you need for all your maintenance and repairs.
They got ASC certified master technicians. That sounds like they know what they're doing. I don't know what ASC certified is, but that master.
Well, if you got a check engine light on, they're going to help you out. That's what you need.
I like
so
it.
whether you're a car expert or a rookie, you'll find the employees at O'Reilly Auto Parts are super knowledgeable, helpful, and best of all, super friendly. They always help me out. The professional parts people at O'Reilly Auto Parts are your one-stop shop for all things auto do-it-yourself. You can find what you need in store or online. Go to O'ReillyAuto.com/fighter. That's O'ReillyAuto.com/fighter. O'Reilly.
But, you know.
He's not even fighting Tsarukyan. He wants to fight at 170.
So we got Arman Tsarukyan. There you go. Charles Oliveira's beat Justin Gaethje. You know what would happen.
No, hold on. No, we don't. Hold on. He didn't beat Justin Gaethje.
But we already know what's going to happen.
Do we?
Yeah.
So he shouldn't fight him if we know he's. So then he should have fought Dustin.
Justin's going to end up on his back. It's a bad situation.
Then we shouldn't fight. Then he shouldn't fight Dustin if that's the way we're doing it.
No. He's going to beat. He'll beat Justin. Well, I'm going to give him that win. That's a win. When you're playing golf and the ball is that close to the hole, I'll give it to you. We got
Mulligans?
We got to move on, Bob. I give it to you.
Okay.
And then we got
Gamrot.
Gamrot.
Tough as fuck.
Tough as fuck. Wrestler, monster. Then we've got
Michael Chandler.
Dariush. Yeah. So
Fazeev.
I don't know who you want him to fight, Bubba. I don't know who
anybody.
you want him to fight.
Anybody.
He's beaten everybody, Bubba.
That's the point. He hasn't.
I mean, I Max Holloway.
Out of all those guys you just named, out of all the guys you named, he's beat one of those guys, Brian.
He's going to beat Dariush.
You just listed.
Bubba, he's going to beat Dariush.
It doesn't matter. He hasn't.
But
we can't do that.
But you can't
do that.
But Bubba, he beat Dustin. He beat Oliveira. And now you want him to go back. You want him to go down to 9. You want him to go down to 8. You want him to go down to 7. Where do you want him to go?
No.
You want him to go down to 6?
No, I'd love for him to fight the number 1, you old fuck.
Well, Arman Tsarukyan.
He's pretty tough.
That's a bitch.
What? But you gotta fight him.
That's like wrestling your alter ego, Bubba. That's like.
But you're the pound for pound king.
I understand, but move over to go to 70.
Hey, and listen, I'm fine you doing that. Just don't call yourself the king. Go ahead and do that. I don't give a fuck.
He's the king. You got to give him the king. He's
not the 55 king. He's not my king. I won't bend the knee.
Who is your 55 king?
There isn't one. My pound for pound king is John Jones.
Of course, John Jones is your king. Of course he is. He has to be.
It's John Jones.
Anybody who says otherwise.
But even I go based off strength of schedule. So it's John Jones who has the craziest strength of schedule of all time, and then it's Alex Pereira. At 2.
There are only fucking 8 tickets left for Slapfest, Power Slap. Get on that.
Well, that's a lie, right?
What?
Yeah, that's really weird.
Oh, God, the bottom.
There's a total of 12 tickets.
Yeah.
No, I'm just kidding. Apparently it's crashing.
Yeah. So maybe Islam should fight John Jones.
I like where your head's at.
You know what I mean?
I like where your head's at.
That's where you realize how fucking good John Jones is.
I love when you guys agree.
Well,
but there's a different conversation. Pound for pound and GOAT's a different conversation. That's where people get it confused.
Yeah.
GOAT's body of work overall, your entire career. John, and there's no argument.
Correct.
There's no argument. I'd love to hear it.
Yeah.
You done? Right?
John?
You agree John's GOAT.
Yeah, I'm not arguing with that. Why? Because he finishes everybody, because he fucking went up to heavyweight and did that to that. It's going to be...
They were also on steroids. He fought during a time where it was the Wild West, so he just didn't beat them. They were modified.
They were modified.
They had nitrous in their veins. And he beat
nitrous. Them. Yeah. Monster.
Different time.
Monster.
Some would say the best time.
Yeah. Has it all. All right, well, that's fight talk.
Well, I have a question about the Kevin
Yeah.
Holland fight. So, as soon as...
You have a thing for Kevin.
Yeah, you won't pipe down about Kevin
As well
Holland.
you should.
Since we got in here, you're like, that Kevin Holland.
You should. 'Cause I have a thing
Truthfully,
for
it
him.
reminded me from that scene of Ricky Bobby where he's like, just say you like crepes and I won't break
Oh
your
yeah,
arm.
and he broke his arm.
Yeah.
on the pool table.
Because it looked like he was looking at the ref like, I'm gonna break his arm.
I know.
And
I love that.
That's how much of a savage that guy. is.
right. So
But that's why there's a ref there to be like, well, no, dude.
so
mean,
did
that
he
dude- that
break
dude's
it
a
or was it
monster.
just like pop?
Yeah, hyperextended it.
That dude's a monster.
They could have kept it
Right?
going because if you remember Big Nog, he was saying one when Frank Mir had it. He was like, no, and then you see it go.
That was awful. I
Oh, and
hated
then
that.
you're out forever.
I hated
Tim
that.
Sylvia too. He protested even though his arm was broken.
Tim
Against
Sylvia,
Frank Mir,
yeah.
yeah.
He was like, I'm fine. Let me.
I think Big John even said like once it's broken, it doesn't matter if you tap or not.
Doesn't matter. Yeah,
you're
yeah.
done.
It doesn't matter at all.
That's what-
Even
that's
though
why-
it was only hyperextended, he could have kept going.
He popped his arm.
He couldn't get out. So it's like if we don't stop this, he's gonna break your arm, and then we have to pay the bill, and then
Yeah.
also it looks awful for our sponsors.
No, you have to. You have to
stop
that
it.
fight. That's the responsible thing to do. He had him. He won.
So
And-
when Islam had Poirier in the choke,
Yeah.
it looked like Dustin kept tapping out, but Islam wouldn't let go until the ref came.
That's on the ref.
So that was my question.
That's
At
on the
the
ref.
end, it looked like Dustin said something like, "Hey, Islam, you know what's funny is I kept tapping out and you wouldn't let go."
No, he told me, he goes, I went out when you
After
let
you
go.
let me go.
Once you let go, the
Yeah.
blood shot back up and made him pass out.
Yeah.
So was that on the ref?
That's on the ref.
God, I
the,
can't-
the fighters
I can't
don't
imagine.
stop till the ref intervenes. You don't
Even
stop.
after
No matter what. Like people gave me shit when I hit Crow Cop second time. I'm like, that's on Herb Dean. You got to get some Skechers better or something. You got to get over there faster.
Yeah.
Because we're taught to go until the ref stops it.
Yeah.
That's not on Makhachev. That's not on
No.
Kevin Holland. Like that's why he's in there.
Okay.
You don't go till they pull it off because you don't know what's going to happen. The guy can fake it, but you need the ref to step in to make it official.
Guy's tough. Too tough for his own good. Michal.
Dude, someone calculated how many times they showed Donald Trump on the broadcast. You ready? Over 30 times.
Wow.
What?
Don Trump.
And how about when Kevin Holland won, Sean Strickland, Kevin Holland won, jumped, and one shook his hand.
Oh yeah.
Dude,
Yeah.
if this was 2019, he would be vilified online by
Oh, yeah.
everybody.
Oh, yeah.
Now everyone's like,
Well, now nobody gives a fuck. And after he got convicted, I think in a day he raised $54 million.
His site crashed.
$58 million in a day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can you believe that?
It's just making him like even if it's the Democrats' plan, it's like, oh man, you guys are just shooting yourself in the foot. It's making him bigger. You're making him a
He
motor.
did look tired. It's got to get to him, man. It's got to be getting to him.
Makhachev
Let me look
fought.
at his face.
Oh, they passed it already.
Those drawings. You're like, God, can we get a more realistic drawing?
Yeah.
Then you saw Islam went and talked. Khabib went and talked to him and was like, "You're going to stop the war in Palestine, right?" And he was like, "Yeah, we're going to get it. We're going to
Look
get
at
it."
his hair. He's tired. That's got to be exhausting.
Not young.
No.
Yeah, was he 70 something?
Yeah.
Yeah, 70s.
They're
How gangster is it? You get convicted of however many charges, and Dana's like, "Come to the UFC's, I'll say less."
I know.
And then the crowd just like, he comes out to Kid Rock. And the crowd's like, "Yeah."
By the way, when they say 34 indictments, you got to remember that's 34 checks. So every time you write a check, it's not like 34 laws. It's like what you did. It's really interesting. So
How many times,
he paid
right?
hush money?
Yeah.
To a porn star. He's like, look, and they are what the idea was. You paid hush money, which means that's an election interference. Now on the appeal, that's a federal issue.
Correct.
But it was a state thing,
issue.
so it could very well get thrown
Yeah,
out.
he'll get thrown out.
Yeah.
No matter what happens, just making him bigger.
It was always considered a very weak case that Alvin
yes.
bragged about.
Yep.
The question you have to ask yourself as an American, whether you're on the left, whether you hate Trump, is this is going to be a weapon that's going to be used against your guy?
Correct.
So,
It's not good. None of it's good.
yeah.
What Biden's doing, none of it's good.
Well, Biden's son right now is on trial, and he's got 3 cases. One is civil for child support he owes to his ex-wife and his kid, to the tune of millions, tax evasion, and gun charges. And he's going to get convicted,
I
man.
love Biden. He's like, no one's above the law.
Yeah,
Excuse me?
Yeah.
What'd you say?
yeah. Well, the judge...
Fauci's like, wait, we're not?
in the deposition, the judge caught where they went in and they were like, she was like, hold on. This says he's protected from any future infractions of the law. You guys tried to sneak this by me. And the lawyers were like, what? Huh? It's like, I'm not fucking
It's all
tired,
shady.
man.
It's all shady as fuck. I don't know. I don't even watch the news. I can't.
Well,
my dad was
it
like, "How
gets
about Trump?" I'm like,
exhausting.
"Not doing it.
Yeah.
Not doing it.
Yeah.
Don't want to get involved. I'm out. It's all exhausting."
Yes.
Nah, let me know how it goes.
Yeah.
Let me know how it goes. Let me know how it turns out. It's WWE for politics.
Yes, it is. It's going to be
They
interesting.
got the Undertaker. Let's see what happens.
Hot mic.
No, we already talked about that.
Let's get some. Khabib said.
Yeah,
hey,
to Trump,
stop
and
the
then
war.
Trump's. Yeah, he asked Trump to stop the Palestine.
Trump is all you got.
Yeah, he's like,
Yeah.
Yeah, it's all weird, man. The world's on fire. Kind of.
So Makhachev confirmed he had a staph infection.
That's the other
On
thing.
his
So
shin, right?
on his leg. So that's the other thing you got to take consideration is like, if anyone's ever had staph, the amount of antibiotics you have to take to get to the octagon,
Exhaust you, right?
it drains your cardio. So the reason why this fight was this close, quote unquote, 4 rounds to 1 if you're scoring it, but is that we got the very best version of Dustin at his age, which is damn good, and Islam was compromised, and you got a pretty good fight.
Yeah. Yep.
You see, Conor didn't show up at the press conference today and canceled all media for the rest of the time.
Why?
For UFC 302.
Why?
We don't know. There's supposed to be a press conference today in Dublin. Conor was like, "I'm out."
Was it because he's focusing on training? What was it?
No, he committed to it. We don't know.
Was it him or UFC's decision?
The sources are saying it's him. We don't know.
Is that a legal thing?
We know we know it's bad because the UFC hates canceling stuff.
and Dana flew all the way.
Dana flew to
Yeah.
Dublin. And then Michael Chandler Sunday morning got word Sunday morning that it was being canceled. So he was about to get on the plane. They stopped it. So something really bad's going on.
Injury.
No.
What do you think?
To cancel all media obligations. There must be some sort of
I think
like Brandon said, something
issue.
contractual. Yeah.
Money issue. I think maybe it's with the PR because remember, I mean, this when you're doing PR for Hollywood. There's PR for Hollywood when you promote a movie and you're going all over the world doing how many interviews? And he just got done with that. I think he told the UFC, he was like, "Yeah, I'll promote this thing, but I'm not doing all this crazy shit." And they're like, "Okay, buddy." And they sent him a list. He's like, "Hey, dude, I told you I'm not doing all this." And then someone said something, got mouthy. And I think Conor was like, "Hold up. Oh, you're forgetting I don't have to do this. I'm just doing it for the fuck of it because I'm bored at home. I have all the money. I'm not doing any of it. I'll show up to the fight, but I'm not doing any of this."
Wow.
That's what I think happened. I have no insight. I don't know.
We talked about the Sun Shop show. So rumors are a bunch of there's a different rumors out there, but one of them is potential drug test failure, and then
That one does make sense. Because remember, if it was a drug test failure or an injury, the UFC would come out and say that off the top. They're not just, Dana's not going to fly there. Because trust me, when you fail a drug test or you get
Dana would know
injured,
first, right?
the very first person who finds out at that magnitude of a fight is Dana White. He wouldn't get on a plane. It's something more personal between Conor and the UFC. Now, and drug test doesn't make sense because Conor's not going to say, "Oh, I'm not going to go to the press event because they might drug test me." Because the way it works, okay, so if you're not going there, we're going to show up to your house. You have to do it.
no, I'm saying like if he already got flagged for a drug test, then he couldn't fight.
Again, they work for the UFC. The UFC would have called Dana before they even called Conor.
So that's the thing.
That doesn't work.
Then
You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm with it, and it's fun for us to kind of come up with something, but that doesn't work for me.
There's all those videos of him right now, like out partying, and like people have been posting them, but like,
That wouldn't be it. I don't know.
yeah,
I don't know. It's not good. It's not good. I hope the fight still goes on. Because that's International Fight Week, too. They usually put some big fights on. So you're going to have to come up with a replacement. I don't know. It's not good. So that press conference got delayed. Hopefully it doesn't delay the fight. Mike Tyson, Jake Paul is off. There's no future
or
date announcement.
postponed. Yeah.
Tyson had an ulcer or something?
Sure.
oh, you don't think so?
Sure.
Well, he had a medical emergency on a plane.
No doubt.
What do you think, B?
I don't know. That's why when people are like, "Oh, what do you think's happening in the fight?" I've always told you, I don't know the rules. I don't know the shenanigans going on. I can't tell you. I don't know. When I saw this, I went, "Yeah, okay."
I have a question. Garcia, Ryan, just to humor me. Ryan Garcia, Jake Paul.
Wow.
What about it?
I mean, Would that interest you?
I mean, I'd watch. I got issues though. I'd watch. You know,
got
he's so much smaller than Jake, but he's so much
smaller.
more skilled.
Yeah, so much more skilled, and he can hit you hard.
I don't think
he will put his hand on your chin.
Oh yeah, no,
And your liver.
No, Ryan could knock Jake out. Yeah,
Yes.
all day. I don't think it's that. I think the bigger thing is, so if you saw Logan tweeted out and was like, "I'm down to fight. I'll fight my brother." They've always talked about it. When I had Logan on my show, I don't know, 4 or 5 years ago, I was like, for his first fight, I'm like, "Why are you doing all this?" He's like, "Well, all this ends with me and my brother fighting." He's like, "That's the end goal here. Me and my brother are gonna fight. It's gonna be the biggest fight of all time." Oh, interesting, because Netflix gonna be the most watched fight of all time. Years ago, you said you wanted to be the biggest fight of all time. Well, this would do it. So Logan's already, Tyson's out, I'm in. And Jake put, fuck it, let's do it. Loser has to change their last name. Which, you know, it's hilarious, but never happening. I think that's more likely to happen than a Ryan
That'd
Garcia.
be interesting. I'd like to see that.
My question on the Schaub show for Chin and Casey was, what gets more views? Logan Paul versus Jake? Before you answer, let me throw this at you, though. Logan Paul versus Jake or Jake versus Tyson? Now, remember...
Jake versus Tyson.
Because
people
the
are rooting
Netflix
against
subscribers,
Jake.
I don't think it's that. I think
Rooting for
Netflix
Mike.
subscribers are older. Like, my dad's not going to watch Logan Paul.
No.
He'd be like, oh, I'm out. There's no Tyson, I'm out.
Yeah.
The majority of Netflix, those subscribers, which are grown-ass adults who love Tyson,
Correct.
that's the
That's
demo.
exactly right.
Logan Paul, hopefully the younger demo adds viewers and subscribers, but they also steal everything. They're going to pirate it and watch clips of it. So I don't know. It's interesting.
Interesting is right.
My other conspiracy theory was this the plan the whole time?
No.
It never made sense to me.
Really?
Nope.
I think it makes sense for Tyson because it's just a money thing.
Does it?
Yeah. Makes the money. Now I don't. I heard.
Oh,
some
you're
of the,
assuming
I
you're
heard some of
assuming
these.
he's not getting
I heard
paid
some of
still.
these fighting these mitt videos. Hit mitts were like 2 years ago. That's what I heard.
No comment.
Oh boy.
No comment. But I would say this. How do you not think in some dude? Oh, we're going on a let this. It's
all good. It's all
let me
good.
put my Sam Tripoli hat on.
All right.
Do you not think in some weird world that, you know, Jake and Mike are friends, right? He fought on his first card. So do you think they're like, hey, we can sell this to Netflix and be massive? And Mike's like, dude, I'm not fighting your young ass. That's fucking stupid. And he's like, no. It gets us in the door with Netflix.
Very
We're
smart.
going to give you a flat fee of $10 million. And then a month before you pull out, my brother comes in. Tyson still makes money.
Really?
I like the way your head's
Yeah.
at. I like where your head's at.
Yeah, because just for the promo to get in the door with Netflix, they're gonna make all the money. You're like, Tyson, we need your name to get in Netflix. They don't know us. We're young. They're boomers. But you get us in the door. They're gonna foam at the dick if your name's on the card. Just get us in the door. Here's $20 million. Tyson's like, and I don't have to do shit. No. Just post videos of you working out and let's do shit. Do our thing.
I'm not.
Do you think those guys would do that?
I'm not mad at it because one of the things that I noticed is like I'm seeing him hit mitts. I've seen zero sparring from Tyson, zero. And if you're gonna fight, you still have to do a little sparring. But I haven't seen one peep of. I was like, wait, I'm seeing him hit mitts, which we all know is just mitts. I've not seen any sparring footage, none, not even a little bit, not even like a still shot of him, because that's what you have to do. Okay, especially if you've been rusty and not see.
I'm gonna hold my tongue, dude.
Interesting.
Yeah, it's weird. It's all weird.
Interesting.
It's all weird.
God damn it.
It's all weird.
Duped.
Those Jake Paul.
That's why we got to get Oliveira in there.
Those Paul brothers are tricksters.
Couple tricksters.
Couple good businessmen.
Couple good business tricksters.
It would make sense to me if they did something like that.
It would make sense.
We'll see.
I like the
It's
way
interesting,
you're.
though.
I know that you always had skeptical hippo eyes from day one.
I never gave you guys never.
You were like,
None of it sat right with me.
none of it sat right.
Why would he fight a 56-year-old man? What?
58-year-old,
What?
58-year-old, right?
People are like, look how good he looks.
Yeah, and then watching
Thank
him,
you.
watching him run and
I'm like,
stuff.
oh, it's working. This is brilliant.
Yeah, I heard some people saying that those clips are from 2 and 3 years ago. I was like,
No
what?
comment. No
But then
comment.
I was like,
No
why
comment.
haven't I not seen him fucking sparring? Who's he? Where is his training camp? Really?
No comment. What else you got, Chin?
take a little break here.
Tell me something about insurance, bro.
Look, Progressive Insurance, all right? Let me explain something to you. 28 million people trust Progressive, all right? 28 million. They've got a name your price tool, put you in charge of your auto insurance by working just the way it sounds, all right? You tell Progressive how much you want to pay for your car insurance, then they will show you a variety of coverages that fit within your budget, giving you options. How
And
about
it's
that?
so easy to get a quote. You'll be able to choose the best option just for you, and it's super fast. It's just one of the many ways you can save with Progressive Insurance. Get a quote today at progressive.com to try the Name Your Price tool for yourself. Join the 28 million drivers who trust Progressive. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company affiliates. Price and coverage match limited by state law. Progressive. You're welcome. It's fun though, isn't it?
Duped.
Wait, here's a quick
Netflix,
one
welcome to
first.
the fight world.
Man, I was
We're
excited.
scumbags.
Wow.
So, Gable Steveson. He was like this killer wrestler guy.
He's supposed to go to WWE.
He did. He was a contract for a little while, but then left, or something happened. Something happened with the negotiations or whatever, the contract. Wow. But now, apparently, he's never played football, but
He won
he's
a gold
signed.
medal in the Olympics?
Oh, dude.
Is he the black guy?
Yes.
Who won
Yes.
at 21 years old?
Yeah, savage.
Monster.
Monster.
Wait a minute. He's
He signed with the Buffalo Bills,
That's-
even though he's never played football. Apparently,
No, I know we're laughing, but they're the left tackle for the New England Patriots who beat Brock Lesnar in the national championship, never played football and was the number one tackle in the NFL for Tom Brady for
that's
years.
incredible. But that's how it's hand fighting. It's all that shit. It's getting past.
That's
if
what
you're
he's
a
doing.
defense-
That's what he's doing.
Yeah, if you're a defensive tackle, you have to get past the offensive guy. Arm drags. You're going to get by that guy. You're crazy strong. It's just like get the quarterback. Okay, I
He's
can
super
get the quarterback.
athletic.
Yeah,
Who knows?
yeah. He's ridiculous. He was 21 when he won a gold medal. That was insane.
Yeah, who
He's
knows what
a
happens? to him.
Freak. He's a freak, dude.
But also, just come to the UFC. Right?
I mean,
Heavyweight right now?
yikes.
Come to the UFC.
Still got to learn how to throw your hands.
I'm pretty sure they wanted him too as well. Or most MMA organizations wanted him, but
I'd
UFC
rather
offered him. He's like, I'm going WWE.
more
I
money,
mean,
right?
learning to play in the NFL is it's a handful.
It's a handful.
Never played
But
football.
so striking, and so is learning how to be an MMA guy.
Yeah, but you're already great at one thing. Like that wrestling, you're gonna beat
also
95% of the
Yeah.
UFC roster with
Yeah.
their world class wrestling. So you're gonna have a lot of success.
He's also young, man. So he has a lot of time.
How long was he in WWE? I wonder why that didn't work out. They're like, because he keeps doing real fucking wrestling. That's why it didn't work out. He keeps going for single legs. Hey, dude, jump off the top rope.
He's just a monster.
Yeah, because there's a lot of buzz on him signing with the UFC. And when they said WWE, it's like, all right.
Yeah, it's a
2021 to 2024.
monster.
I don't remember seeing him at all though.
I don't either, and I'm
he's
a huge
24 years
WWE
old. Yeah,
fan.
I think he went through like the training.
Yeah.
So
I
it'll be
He like
interesting-
refused to
it'll
take
be
his ear
interesting to
guards
see.
off. So like, hey, dude, put some face paint on. He's like, no way.
So the Buffalo Bills, he never played any football at all?
There's been guys like that though.
Yeah.
One of the greatest tackles of all time. Never played football.
Wow.
Never played down football. They said, can you like move your feet a little bit? We'll take him. And there's Tom Brady's right hand man. He's the guy who protected Tom Brady for all his glory years.
Bring that guy up.
What's his name?
Monster.
He beat Brock Lesnar for the national championship. Beat the shit out of him wrestling. Savage.
Fuck. Incredible.
Play for New England Patriots. How dare they put Triple H? Oh, you put Russ who beat Brock Lesnar. Hey
Stephen
man,
Neal?
get better at
Stephen Neal.
Russ
I got
beat
you,
Brock
bro.
Lesnar. It's Stephen Neal, yeah. Savage.
Yeah. Thanks. All right.
Okay.
Next event.
This one's a little sad, guys. Larry Allen, like arguably one of the best offensive linemen ever, just died on vacation in Mexico, and we don't know what happened yet.
Heart attack.
Damn, he's only 52.
Being a giant.
He was enormous.
Yeah, just a giant.
One of the greatest to
man.
ever do it.
11-time Pro Bowler.
So good.
By the way, that's 5 years younger than me, kids.
Yep.
And he just sometimes when you're a big man like that, your heart just stops.
Yeah, you never know.
Yeah, they haven't said anything yet.
He was
It's
on the
hard on your body when
all-decade
you're that
team.
big.
Jesus Christ. he was massive.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cowboy fans are really.
Oh,
into
he
it.
was so good. Played for the Niners too. He's fucking stud. That's a bummer, man.
It's such a bummer to be.
Okay, next one.
You wonder, like, if he was able to get some kind of a. So what they'll do when you get, he's just missed the cutoff, but when he was 55, they would have given him an ultrasound of his arterial branch, and they would have maybe even given him an MRI to see what if there are any compromises. So a lot of times when you're that big, you can have a widowmaker, you can have like an aneurysm, you don't know it, boom.
Because your heart's working overtime.
Yeah,
It's like an
pops.
engine.
Like, so John Sally, who's my old buddy, 7-footer, played for the Lakers. And John was saying, it's fucking really, John was saying he had this group of guys about a year ago. They were all 7-footers. He goes, most of us don't make it past 60 or something.
No, not 7-footers.
And he said that half of the guys he had that meeting with are already dead.
Yeah, it's too long. Yeah,
Before they got to
it's
60.
Too much shit going on.
Isn't that crazy?
Too spread out.
Yeah.
You're also assuming Larry Allen died of a heart attack, which I don't mind, but because most odds are, but he could also have choked on a fucking quesadilla.
Could have choked on a quesadilla, Brendan. Don't like that, but
I'm just we're speculating that it's a heart attack, which I
you've
think is
been
a little
disrespectful
aggressive.
in this podcast to Islam Makhachev and now to Larry Allen.
No, you were disrespectful to Dustin Poirier. It
I
pissed me
was
off.
not
Yeah, you were
disrespectful.
Yeah, you were a little bit
to the great
little
Dustin
bit,
Poirier.
little bit.
And
I'm just saying we're assuming it's a heart attack. We don't know. He could have choked on a chalupa. We have no idea.
he died suddenly, so
That's what I'm saying.
yeah. Don't say chalupa either. It's making me mad.
You want something else?
I
Choked on a carne asada.
don't even want that, please.
Whatever. Pick your whatever you enjoy in
Probably
Mexico, dude.
Probably a heart attack.
A street
He's
taco.
big
I don't know.
man, all right.
Corn. You ever had Mexican corn?
You're like, you want that to be no.
I just think it's weird to assume he
Although
died
my
of a heart
acting teacher was telling us a story. I remember, because you got to take your time, guys. You got to take your time. You're rushing through these scenes. That's not how human beings are. And when my girlfriend was coming to visit me, and I was in Los Angeles, and she was in New York, and she was so excited, and we had she was so hilarious. We were laughing so hard, and I remember waiting at the airport, and she didn't show. And we're like, did she break up with you? And he goes, no, she died.
Oh,
And we all went, oh. And he said, yeah. And
She's
I
eating
said,
peanuts on the
how?
plane?
And he goes, she choked on a piece of meat. They found her under her kitchen table.
Yeah.
And everybody was like, oh. And he goes, because she didn't chew her food because she was in a rush to come see me. So do me a favor and
Take your time. Holy
We're all
shit.
like, this is not a
Wow.
good, fun story.
Yeah, it's tough.
you know that happens though. I have a friend who's on like every dating website ever, and it's a numbers game, right?
Yeah.
At that point, and he's like, I was seeing this girl and I really liked her, and I started. It's not funny. He was really into her, and he's like, and then she just like stopped responding to me. And I thought that was weird, but then my friend sent me
This
this
is
article.
how I am. I'm laughing at this.
His friend sent
Ain't
him an
that a
article
bitch?
about how the girl crashed into the Irvine Lake, and he was
Whoa,
like, oh my God,
goddamn.
she died. And then the police started calling him because like, hey, you're the last person she was talking to.
He's been on like one day. He's like,
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
Well, he got an attorney right away, and he was like, yo, I had no idea. But
Yeah,
he's
choose
like,
your boyfriend.
They're dying on us
Our
now.
our boy Dove.
Wait, hold on.
Yeah.
How'd she crash in the lake?
Yeah, what the hell? I fished that lake many times.
Nobody knows yet. I don't know.
Oh, quick question. Was she Asian?
God damn it. You've been disrespectful now to Islam
Dude, people have
Makhachev,
died at that lake
Larry
multiple
Allen,
times.
and now to Asians.
Well,
I would fish there all the
Crashed
time.
into the lake.
Well, where I'm from in Denver, in the tech center, when it snows, it's fucking tough to see this body of water, man.
Oh.
And it was snowing, and this lady's like, left hand turn, oh God, right into the fucking pond. Died,
Did I
man.
tell you a story with Dove? He goes, yeah, come on, we're going, we're at the beach, right? He would always be awkward, so he'd want me to come to make conversation. He's on a date with this girl. And I get there, and she's absolutely lovely, quiet, and in fact, we were at the Venice Whaler. And she's just a lovely human being. And smart. She was some kind of a
Choke on a waffle
she
or
had her
something?
PhD in something. I don't know.
Sure.
And but we're talking. She's very, very skinny, very skinny. But Dove is always like real wafy, skinny. But then I'm looking at her and I go, might be a wig. Yeah, I know you're sick, but just listen. So, and I say to Dove, I go, afterwards, I go, how'd that date go? He goes, good. She's quiet. And I go, yeah. I go, that was a wig. And he goes, I was looking at that. I wasn't sure, right? So I go,
And it's funnier the way Dub talks.
Yeah. He goes, yeah. I figured there was something going on. I go, is she sick? He goes, I don't know. Maybe. He's like, she might be. I don't know.
She probably didn't want to talk about it. That's sad then.
Yeah. So I'm like, all right. So we're gonna go out again. Whatever. So I'm talking to him probably a week later. I mean, 2 weeks later. I go, weren't you? How was that girl? Did you go out with her? You ever figure out what's going on? He goes, she died. I go, what? She goes, she died. She got a flu, I guess, and then she just passed on. I don't know, And the way he said it, I go, did you ever investigate anything? He goes, nah, I guess her friend told me that she had some kind of a thing, What do you mean some kind of thing? She had cancer. That's what she had. She died.
God.
And I've always been sad because I think she knew that she was, she was such a fucking classy, wonderful.
And she probably didn't want to bring attention to it to feel normal.
Of course,
she just went out with you two fucking. Of course, but
my idiot friend.
Yeah.
Hey, she died. I don't know.
And the way
that New York kind of way.
Died.
I don't know. Listen, what are you gonna do, right?
Anyways, where are we going to lunch?
My dad died of AIDS when I was 21. What do you want from me?
Yeah.
So
it's tough.
Yeah.
It's tough.
People die.
Yeah.
Sometimes
and the world keeps on spinning.
Yeah. Sometimes people die, and that's just the way it is.
Could happen. And the whole point of this conversation, we don't know Larry Allen died of a heart attack. Odds are, if I was a betting man, heart attack. I'm just saying you don't know. It could have been food.
Could have been food.
Could have got a shot recently. Who knows? What else you got?
Who knows?
We got Gypsy Rose, guys. She's saying she's getting a little tired of fame and thinking, she really likes the fries at McDonald's, so maybe she'll work there.
Okay, I don't know.
She got a nose job. Gypsy Rose. So, oh man,
Munchausen by proxy girl.
So they had the whole series on HBO or Showtime. So her mom made her pretend she was sick, shaved her head, put her on all these medications. And then she convinced her boyfriend to murder her mom.
Oh, boy.
And then she went to prison for a little bit. The boyfriend's in prison, I think, forever. He was batshit crazy. She got out, was engaged, got a nose job. Her TikTok's popping. And then she's sick of fame now. And she wants to work at McDonald's.
Let me see her, how she looks.
Got engaged, broke that off, got engaged again, broke that off.
Looks so
right?
cute.
Yeah, she's a little cutie,
She went through some shit, right?
Well,
Given medication.
Her mom went through some shit.
Oh, yeah, her mom is a piece of shit.
Stabbed in the back.
Yeah, but her mom sucks.
Yeah.
Her mom kind of deserves it because her mom abuses children, even her own daughter. So
Facts. Look at her. Cute little thing.
Yeah.
I got a double-double.
Animal style.
That's hot. I would rate a Big Mac at probably a 3. And I would rate this probably about a 7.
Pause it for me real quick, Chin. Brian, think about that.
Listen,
Hold on.
I'm not going to have this conversation.
Hold on, Brian. Just say this.
No.
Let me say this. Think about the shit you go through to promote dates and do your thing, right? You get creative. And you're funny. You're one of a kind. They're so good and the editing is good.
Thanks, buddy.
Her reviewing that Big Mac has 675,000 likes. That's the world we live in, man.
It's a lot.
And I love you.
No, I know. And I want you to do
This
me
is
a
God
favor.
kicking us in the dick.
It's kicking us in the dick. Now, here's what I want.
Now, also, you didn't suffer the same shit she did.
Well, and this
but I'm telling you what I'm going to do for you to promote your
you
dates.
keep me in your basement.
I'm going to keep you in your basement. I'm going to shave your head, and I'm going to put a feeding tube in your fucking face.
Or you're just going to give me a good old slap.
No, that's not going to do it. People are like, oh, Brian deserved it. No, we got to do even more where you're my prisoner. Now, here's the thing.
Yeah.
At times, we know. I'm not saying anything you don't know.
No.
Time's not on our side, right?
It's not.
It's like you're sitting out for a title shot, and you're 40, right?
Yeah, so you're 40. Accelerate the aging process.
I'm not, because we really want to pull at the heartstrings. I need you to be locked in my basement for 3 years.
3 years.
3 years. And no one hears from me. We think you died.
And you're going to give me a feeding tube.
The problem is we got to navigate. I don't want to be on the hook for this. So I'm down to do it to help with your ticket sales and really pop like she is.
Yeah.
But I think we got to hire somebody to do it because I don't want to go to prison.
You don't want to go to prison.
No.
Yeah, we'll hire somebody. We'll hire Gypsy Rose to do it because she's now taking out her inner rage that her mom gave her on me.
Isn't that wild?
Yeah, that's crazy. Life after
Does she just do? Oh, I watched that entire series. You did? It was on TLC. Oh, I can't.
How was it?
It was all right because the problem is I know she broke up with her fiance, and the last 2 episodes are all about how she found love. I'm like,
what'd she do about money?
I think TikTok. She was going on podcasts, and I know Nick reached out to her.
Yeah.
And I don't know what happened. I think Theo was trying to reach out to her too. I don't know.
Yeah.
Well, I'd love to get her on there.
Yeah, why not? Gypsy Rose, come on. We'd like to talk to you.
Well, I'll talk Big Macs all day. I'll talk about how Burger King destroys your stupid fucking Big Mac, lady.
I think, was that
What?
a double-double? Wasn't that a double-double? She was talking
Oh,
about
she was talking about from In-N-Out.
Yeah, that's a good burger.
Brendan, go back to this. What are you talking about, Burger King?
I was born and raised on Burger King.
They're like closing down.
They are.
Yeah.
After all that terrible.
No, 'cause they
you
make
mean
such quality
You mean
food.
that King, that
it's
that
expensive.
campaign with the King didn't work, didn't make people want to eat? That creepy campaign.
That looked like Conor McGregor. Remember?
Fire. Fire.
said-
Hey, hold on. Yeah, no, I know.
worse.
No, I know that was 10 years ago. I know. No, they got a new thing. Oh, you're talking about the thing that fucking slaps? You rule. Their new ad, you rule, is crushing, dude.
Yeah.
You rule.
Because it's King. You're a king.
I don't know, but my kids love it too. It's our go-to choice.
Is Burger King actually shutting down?
A lot of them are
They have the
closing.
worst.
Hold on.
they have the
They're
worst.
downsizing. Okay, they're downsizing
Okay.
because they're pumping out quality fucking meat, and we can't do it at mass levels anymore.
You're a Burger King guy.
You rule.
Yep. I
Whopper with
Burger
cheese,
King, Burger King
grill?
back in the day wanted to. They sponsored us, and I was like, I don't need it, so I don't want to do it. And you were like, well, I do because I eat it all the time. And
My
I was
favorite.
like, fair enough.
If I have to have fast food, that's my go. I will drive when me and Jay are on the road doing car shit. And we got to drive like whatever 2 days. I will drive an extra 2 hours to find a burger.
Look how dumb they are that was their campaign. Look at you, you fucking dummies. You think I'm going to eat burgers because of that terrible fucking ad with that doll that you guys had?
You prefer Ronald McDonald?
Oh, you guys retired that mascot? It didn't work? How crazy.
Hold on, it is what it is. You prefer Wendy, the little stupid redhead
Sure don't.
with Freck?
Oh, B.
Sir, you're out of line.
You're talking about that redhead little girl that didn't do shit. She didn't flip no burgers, and then she's the face of the company because her
But she's
dad did all the
Wendy.
hard work.
She's Wendy. Aww. Aww.
She didn't
What
do
the-
shit.
That's
What was that, Brian?
because I saw this
saw that
other
one.
that one Wendy was interesting.
Oh, the
You talking
actual
about chubby
woman?
Wendy?
Get out. Close this.
Talking about chubby Wendy?
Just that one. Right
Oh,
there
that
is
one.
Interesting. Yeah.
That's their
That's
new,
Tim Dillon with a wig.
no, that's their new mascot. That's it. They're trying to. It's like the whole Lizzo movement thing.
Oh, okay. There you go.
But you're gonna endorse that? Just some rich girl because her dad worked his ass
Have
off?
you talked to Tim Dillon? I like Tim Dillon.
I haven't in a while. Yeah, he's one of my favorites. Love him.
Man. All right.
There's the real Wendy.
There we go.
Yeah, you gotta quit knocking Burger King, man. It's fresh grilled. Especially if you get the one off here off of Ventura there, right by the Whole Foods. The freshest food.
Really?
Oh, man, the best. Me and Jay get the same thing. 2 Whoppers and cheese, ketchup only, and then a Diet Coke. So you gotta get 4 of them.
4.
It's gonna cost you about 40-something bucks now with inflation.
Yeah. It's worth it.
40 bucks?
No.
All right, what else you got?
Let's take a little break.
Let's take a little break because it's June, bro. And what are we doing in June, old man?
Fishing at the end of June.
The 3 of us in here about to catch us some fish.
Sportsman's Cove Lodge. We're
I
going
can't
there.
wait, dude. We're headed to Alaska.
Southeast Alaska. We're going to the Sportsman's Cove Lodge.
Dude,
They got
5 boats,
5 boats.
6 guests per boat.
Very comfortable boats.
We catching
Stand-up heads.
salmon, halibut, maybe sharks. Maybe I'll catch a grizzly.
It's a
I don't know.
3-to-1 angler to crew ratio. A 1-to-1 staff to guest ratio. Best food in the industry, all locally sourced. Facilities are the best in the industry. Go to alaskasbestlodge.com. Right now, they're running a sale, $800 off any June dates. All right, use the discount code TFATK at checkout for 10% off your first trip.
They do a buy one, get one limit of 1 per person. It's very limited. All right, super limited. Check the end of June to early July. And then early July, mid-July, they got a bunch of dates for you guys, but it's going fast. I don't like your energy, man. I know if your energy's like that, your wiener sure as hell ain't 10 high.
Sometimes that's what happens. Sometimes you're low energy. Sometimes your wiener's low energy. And, I don't know what you're supposed to do.
Dude,
I
my
guess you
wiener
can
been
you can go to the
popping,
gas station. You can go to the doctor.
Not me. I use all natural, backed by science. Gonna get your wiener right, dude. You got to get with Joy Mode. You're talking about natural, science-backed, sexual wellness products
Sexual.
for the bros, dude. It's a sexual performance booster, like a pre-workout, but for the sack.
Okay.
Talking about
right.
firmness, stiffness, erections.
You got to get the nitric oxide, I guess, running through your blood because what that does is dilates your blood vessels in your donk.
It's a must, man. It's not just good for your wiener, your blood vessels, cardiovascular, your athletic performance, healthy blood pressure, and also that wiener's popping.
You can drink it like an electrolyte pack. You do
Super
it,
easy.
45 minutes to 4 hours before sexual activity.
Yep.
And that's how you spice things up in the bedroom.
So easy, man. So if you're ready.
Use joymode.com/fighter. Enter fighter at checkout for 20% off. Use joymode.com/fighter. 20% off your first order.
And do it naturally without all the nasty prescription drugs. And we got this offer. That's usejoymode.com/fighter.
Yeah. So you guys remember a little while back, Alexander Edwards got into an issue with Travis Scott at the Cannes Festival. Well, he just came out to talk about it and talk about how his 78-year-old girlfriend Cher totally has his back.
Oh my God.
Oh, yeah.
This guy is.
He's 38. By the way.
This is.
And he was with Rose, Amber Rose. They have a kid together.
Wow.
I mean,
I saw him at a movie theater with his mom. He had green hair.
She's 78. She's done a hell of a job. I got to tell you.
She looks so much better than Madonna.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. When you
I'd love to see him fight though.
When you watch movies now, when you watch movies like, and you see movies from the 80s, 90s, and it was before women got all that stuff done, you're like, wow, 35 is 35. It's
Oh,
a big-
yeah.
right?
Yeah, thank
You're
God for technology,
shit,
right? Yeah.
Yeah, because women have their eyebrows lifted, they have all this stuff done, and you're like, damn. So plastic surgery, filler, it all makes a huge fucking difference. Look at that, what they've done with her face. Give it
he
up.
looks great.
He's creepy.
Madonna needs to call her people. Like,
Who is
'cause
that
she-
guy?
I don't know what he does. All I know is he got famous for dating Amber Rose.
Isn't he a rapper? He's a music executive. That's what they call
Oh,
him.
man. Really? Interesting.
They look like they're in love, and I think they're going to make it. Dude, and hopefully she has a baby.
Brendan.
78. You never know with technology,
I
dude.
guess not.
They could do a surrogate.
As Sam Tripoli says, I can shoot up the club and nobody gets pregnant. So,
Facts, Sammy.
you know,
Not the same.
boy, that's impressive.
Good for her, man.
40 years.
No one complains about that, do they? Have we heard any uproar about this? Is she grooming him?
I mean, that's incredible.
Dude, her face looks fantastic. He's a kid.
Madonna is, yeah, whatever. Madonna is, that's
Train
the
wreck?
next thing. Yeah.
She looks like the guy from the movie The Mask, when the evil guy puts on the mask.
Look at her.
Bring that up,
Gypsy
Chid.
Rose had something
So
to say.
accurate.
Evil guy puts on the green mask in the movie The Mask. That's who her doctor is.
Yeah, let me see.
Show Brian so he gets the reference.
Let me see.
There she is.
So perfect.
Well, that's Madonna, right?
God damn. Let me see Madonna
And that
right
movie came out in 94,
now. Yeah.
30 years ago.
Yeah. That guy was a big movie star for a while. Played a bad guy.
No.
Not there.
That's not
Nope.
today.
Go down. Go down.
This one?
Nope.
No.
Go down.
That's closer.
Well, that one's closer. There you go.
This
No,
one?
it's this one.
This
That's
one?
what she looks like now.
Oh, yeah.
That's with a filter, though.
Can I see her Instagram? What she's been posting lately? Man, enjoy that.
She's fucking fighting Father Time, man,
mean,
and
like
he is whooping
nobody's
her ass.
beeswax,
dude,
dude.
Father Time is on her like Sean Strickland,
I want to
melting
get
down.
some filler or something. This
She's
people look
posting
good.
like,
This
She
is
looks
edited.
fantastic there.
of course, yeah.
These are edited.
I bet that guy's like, I can't get a filter.
That's a serious filter.
That's not even a filter. That's Facetune editing. She's not taking a pic and posting it.
No.
Let's keep it real. She's got a team.
Yeah.
Sir, that's a wax figure.
Who is that she's posting?
Oh,
about?
I don't know.
I think it is her boyfriend.
Let's go back and. This guy?
I hope so.
I don't know. Oh,
Sends a
Band
comment.
He's a
member.
music producer.
Yeah, they'll find people.
Go down to the ones not. It's tough because they're all kind of. Can you go to the one with her whole family there? I just want to dive into this.
Her whole family?
Yeah, Chen. Right there. There's
right here?
2 kids. Yep.
A lot of black people.
On the day of our 80th show of the celebration tour, I need to acknowledge my incredibly talented children who came. Oh, because she adopted them, right?
Oh, well, that's cool.
Yeah, that's cool.
Madonna's such a
By the way,
whack
I
job.
told you guys I went to her concert. I would never go, but I went to the concert because someone invited me, and it was insane. She's like at whatever age she's at. the concert was ridiculously good. I was surprised. I don't like any of the music, but it was so good. And she was like,
Was it a good show?
she was like, I can't
Moving?
explain, like, you know, for her age,
Yeah, she was breathing.
she was very acrobatic, athletic.
Oh, really?
Yeah, she was really good.
Dude, define
She's
odds.
64.
She got to be
No,
older than
she's
that.
older than 64.
65. Well, pretty close. But I mean, the show was actually
Younger
like,
than I thought.
Cher looks better than her.
And Cher's how old?
78.
Cher's very classy.
I'd have to see them in person.
Facts.
also the concert was like mostly gay people, which I found out.
They love
later.
Madonna. Oh, happy Pride Month, Brian, by the way.
By the way, happy Pride Month.
No, I just said that to you, dude.
I know. Make sure you eat a lot of salad for me. Yeah, food to
Hey,
cleanse
happy
you.
Pride Month. They're giving 10% off Teslas this month.
Hey, come on, man.
Just to encourage sales.
No. Eat plenty of salad for me, would you?
Don't do your tongue like that.
Clean.
I think if you saw Madonna and Cher in person, they both look like cats.
They both look like cats. I would imagine that's the case. I would imagine.
What else you got, Chin?
Interesting what happened.
Is there any guy fighting Father Time like that?
Yeah, Wayne Newton.
Oh, dude, and he's
Wayne
losing
Newton.
10-8 too.
Wayne Newton for sure.
Who's beating Father Time though?
Oh, don't
Bryan
stop
Callen.
believing. Who
Bryan
sang that?
Callen.
Hold on.
So we'll play this, but we can't play
Yeah, I
it on
want to
air,
hear this.
obviously.
This is a feel-good one.
This is a hard song to sing.
It's a hard song to sing. This guy is a janitor of 23 years.
Dude, I ever tell you we had Teddy Swims on, who's like an amazing singer.
Yeah.
He's so
And he goes,
good.
if you could
Insane.
sing one song, I think the Cerrone asked us, he's like, if you could sing one song, what would you sing? And I was like, well, I can't sing. He's like, no, but if you could. I went, oh, Journey's Don't Stop Believing. Teddy Swims goes, that song's so difficult.
Yeah.
I was like, it is. He goes,
And he
"It's-
sang it, too.
dude, he sang it with them
God,
in San Francisco live.
what?
Yeah, Teddy Swims is so talented.
There's nothing difficult for Teddy. He's
so talented.
freaking
But he
good.
looked at me and was like, it was like if you were just asking someone about fighting, like, oh, I'd fight John Jones. You'd be like, no. Like, that's how, when I was like, I'd sing Journey, Don't Stop Believing. He was like, no.
Oh man.
I was like, well, it's not real, dude. I
Yeah.
can't sing.
It's very
all
hard.
hypothetical.
because he's so humble. But
My
yeah.
wine and cheap.
So yeah, we can't play this on air, but here.
But just, yeah. The
guy's
guy's
a
a janitor. He was singing in the halls. The kids were like, you have a good voice. First time on a plane, flies out to California to do this. I cried.
From Terre Haute, Indiana. I've lived
Already like-
my
My first job in LA was sweeping floors, and I used to sing to myself.
It's not about you.
That's how I keep up my voice.
Who's that guy?
I'm just having fun.
Is that a devil? Is that the Dark Angel?
Hey, hold on. Is that the mascot from Burger King in human form?
In human form? Gotta get those teeth fixed.
I mean, it's a good opportunity.
Brian.
I'm just being honest.
Actually do something.
Everybody's saying it. I'm just voicing what everybody's thinking.
It's a train wreck. Hey, you can stop it. Here's my thing. Here's my thing. I'm not being a hater.
Brendan.
Here's my thing. I'm not being a hater. And Chin knows music as well, and I barely know it. I'm not saying I do. The reason why you're like, damn, that's not bad, is
he
because the way he
sounds-
looked. If he was a good-looking 25-year-old dude, we go, get the fuck out of here.
No, you wouldn't.
His voice, what Chindo singing, was his voice?
well, he sounds
as a
lot
professional,
like, he
was his
sounds
voice
he
good?
sounds a
Hold
lot
on, hold on.
like
Let's let the singer
Steve
talk.
Perry.
Hold on, no. It's almost okay.
Fuck you.
What is that?
Fuck you, dude.
Just saying.
You tell me that
Can I tell
janitor
you what I
sounds like
thought?
Steve.
Do you know what I thought? You know what I thought? The real.
You know what I
real thing?
thought?
I thought if he was doing karaoke, I'd be like, that's really good. That's kind of how I.
Correct.
You guys are so mean.
No, but I mean the standard's got to be high. For me, I'd be like, for karaoke to sound like Steve Perry,
This
that
is
guy's
fun.
doing a great Steve Perry impersonation.
That's it. There's no career.
No.
No.
He got the golden buzzer from Heidi Klum.
Well,
Again, if he was a
That's
25-year-old white male, good-looking kid, let's say that was Matt Rife singing up there and we didn't know who he was.
no.
The
His,
story's why it's fun and because he looks like that.
don't stop. Yeah.
It tugs at the heartstrings. Fuck yeah, give him a gold medal, whatever you want to do. But as far as like straight up singing, for you to say he sounded like Steve Perry makes me so up. I'm with you. Great story, dude. I hope he got donations. He doesn't have to work the janitors and clean shit anymore. Steve Perry is the greatest singer of all time, and that's what you compared him to.
I think
Take
it's
it
a
back.
good Steve Perry impersonation.
There you go.
That's all.
well, an impersonation is pretty much saying he has the same voice.
Absolutely. It's just that it's not the same voice.
Chin,
No, yeah.
you
So
sing?
I talked to Snaz before we did this, and I said the actual notes were so perfect. I'm not even joking.
Yeah.
When he hits the notes, it's so perfect. I'm not saying he's an amazing singer, but the notes were so perfect.
Yeah, he's no.
I
no
think.
perfect.
Oh, no, I think honestly, first of all, yeah, because the way he looks, he's going to get more attention. That's why they, that's why they did this. And on top of that, post production, he has a microphone. They tuned the vocals to make it sound
Yes.
pitch perfect. Yeah.
Yes, that's-
And I know this because I've worked in the industry. They do
that's
this.
interesting.
Yeah.
So a lot of it is just
It's because this is gonna make a lot of clicks. This guy looking the way he does and sounding that,
Yeah, and as I was watching it, I kind of wanted it to be over. I was like watching it, going, "I've heard it better,"
Oh,
Unless-
have you?
Yeah, I've heard it. I've heard the song better because it was. This is a good impersonation. If you saw this,
Go on
karaoke,
TikTok
that's
and
good.
type in Journey, Don't Stop Believing. You'll see straight up acoustic versions that will blow your mind. But they don't look like him.
Well, have you heard
He's a
Teddy
fun story.
Swim's version of?
Of course I have.
Yeah.
There's like little dynamics in the voice. Like you can tell when someone's actually singing it. It's not like tuned.
Yeah.
So this is actually tuned without a doubt.
Yeah.
Again, we're not haters here at Finding Kid. It's a great story. And I hope he doesn't have to clean up kid shit anymore. But if you think he's going on tour with Journey, you're out of your goddamn mind.
That's probably true.
Yeah. Great story, though. And hopefully he wins the whole thing.
Yeah. It's good.
I hope so.
It's a nice feel good story. Sanaz, you're so sweet.
I cried.
She cried the
Good.
entire time.
I get it. It's good. It's a lifetime of shoveling shit. It is. And
Shuffling shit.
Yeah,
No,
and
it's
then-
more of kids throw up. That's what they're
Sure,
dealing with.
but I mean,
And
either
they
way,
gotta put out the pink.
that's his moment, and he's nervous, and he did a great
No,
job.
he overcame it, and shout out to that guy. I'm rooting
but-
for him. I hope he fucking beats Beyonce on the tour.
I hope they give him money for
I think you have to win. I think you
Well,
have to win to get money.
gotta get those teeth going. That's
Well, they could just get a sponsor for his teeth.
yeah.
But that might change his vocal cords.
If I was a dentist, I'd be like, I'm gonna help you here.
Yeah, me too.
Because that's. But
He's
good for
definitely a
him.
good singer, though, without a doubt. Yeah.
He seems like a very
for
sweet
a
human
janitor,
being.
I'm a fucking sing.
Yeah, very sweet man.
But if you want to see him next to Teddy Swims or fucking Adele, now what are we? Oh, come on.
Yeah, no. All right, what do you got next?
Okay, I'm not sure we're gonna leave this in the episode, but I just want to show you guys this stuff. This stuff has been popping up in my feed constantly. It's
Yeah.
Tito Ortiz, just a bunch of things that Tito Ortiz does. And since we all love Tito Ortiz, I'm not sure we're gonna play this, but I just want to show you guys. So this is one.
Times a week, training.
Hold on.
This fight.
Is he getting ready for a fight, or is this?
No,
These are
these
just old interviews,
clips of him,
like-
Oh, yeah.
messing up.
But they're all making the rounds right now for some reason.
How many times a week training do I do for this fight? I train 6 days. Actually, 6 days a week. 5 days a week. I'll train 3 days a week. One of those days, I will train 2 days of the week. So 6 days a week. I will train.
Oh,
Let me see this
let
one.
me refresh this. Hold on.
That's
I don't know why it's popping up like crazy in my
Yeah.
feed for some reason.
It's because you're liking it, so they keep giving you these fucking clips.
I didn't know. I don't.
Chin.
No, look at. I don't like it. It just.
No, he's a good dude. Tough as hell.
Dude, he's a great guy, man. Okay.
yeah. We're not going
Fans tune in. I never let you down until now. I won't start. Tito Ortiz, Fight Out TV. Yeah. You fans tune in. I never let you down until now. I won't start. Tito Ortiz, Fight Out TV.
Dana goes, my boy.
And then this one, this is so. This is tough to watch, but I'll
I
just play it for you.
What?
Hold on, let's just.
Why would he do this?
Oh no! Ah, fuck, dude.
Oh, what the fuck happened? Okay, here.
Cut his finger off.
He just cut his fucking finger.
Look at how he does it, though.
Why is he doing this
He's already
content?
cutting his finger.
Why is he doing this content? It's not like a special way.
He's already cut his finger.
He cut his finger.
Guys, that's not how you cut an onion.
There's more to it that I'll show you later.
He cut
Oh, Tito, you're just not cutting properly at all. Please stop doing it. Can you please?
The blood on the onion.
It's got to be the worst way to cut
It's
onions.
just so. It's like it's hard to watch this, right? It's like, ugh. You can see his middle finger now has a cut in it now. And what makes this worse? And they don't show it in this video, but what makes it worse is like he ends up just like dicing the onions anyway. So why do you do all this shit?
We love Tito though.
He's fucking.
It's got to be the worst.
But then he just like dices it anyways. It doesn't make any sense. Why do you have to do all those cuts? It's like
Sometimes you have to dice more. Okay, I cook.
His fingers are so ready to get just destroyed.
There's definitely an easier way to get this done.
no, but it's fast forwards here for some reason. But he ends up dicing all of them, like just chopping them up. But then now he realizes he cut his finger.
The sharp.
Son of a bitch. My bad. I mean, that knife's just sharp. Oh my God, dude.
Yeah, he's the best.
That's it for current events.
Well, there you go. Zany's
We have to
Nashville.
cut a
See
bunch
you
of that out.
June 14, 15, 16. And Zany's, get your tickets. That's Friday, Saturday, Sunday. God bless.
All right, kids. Love you. See ya.
Hilarious.